remember most about his play?
You know, I don't think there's ever been a player who came into the league with such lofty expectations and not only met those expectations, but fair to say, he's exceeded them.
Here's Doncic after the basket by Utah. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Creating space, Doncic will move defenders around.
George against Doncic. George with the bucket.
Out to a hot start. 4 makes and 5 shots to begin this ball game.
The Lakers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. The jump hook. Kessler with the rebound.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Wasted no time on that one. Bailey's got his second bucket of the night.
No, nice pass by Markkanen. Knows it's better to give it up than force his own shot.
Here's Reeves. He had 27 points last game. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for the Lakers.
Undrafted out of college, Austin Reeves has beat the odds and become an outstanding player.
Chalk up 2 there.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Doncic looking it over. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Success hasn't changed Austin Reeves' underdog mentality. He said it doesn't shift at all. There's a good majority of people that probably still don't think that I'm that good. It's a common theme for my life. What pushed me to get here are the people who doubted me. I always have to keep that in mind. Guys, back over to you.
Keeps that chip on his shoulder. Thanks a lot, Allie. Now, here's George after LeBron James's miss. And George with the stuff.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here's Doncic. He's one of the most resourceful scorers you'll ever see. He's generating an average of around 33.5 points a game. Here's James. Right side, Smart. On the clock. Reeves has a 2-pointer. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Los Angeles making a switch here. Kennard's checked in. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for the Jazz. Collier comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Utah leading by 8. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first. And that one, good.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Los Angeles. And how about this team? They've certainly impressed on the road this season, now up over 25 wins away from home. It's remarkable.
Well, give their coaching staff a lot of credit for preparing them to come into hostile environments and just totally silence the crowd.
Oh, he's a high flyer!
That was nasty.
That's just filthy.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Smart passes to Hayes. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Smart keeps the offense connected. Just does a great job of making sure they have a nice flow.
Outside, George. Uses the glass to finish the layup. George has got 8 points.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Doncic, and he finishes nicely on the layup.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside for Jackson. That three off the mark. Lakers trail by 6. LeBron James on the wing. Defended by Filipowski. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession.
There's one for the low light. Wow. I'm not sure who messed up the pass, but look, somebody did.
Here's Collier, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Jazz lead by... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Utah Jazz.
Oh boy, they've been driving deep into that defense early on, and it's paid off. Great penetration from the perimeter so far.
And guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
On the floor for Utah, getting going here in the second quarter, we've got Collier. Filipowski's out there with Williams. Then there's Markkanen. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about time.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Here's Filipowski. He's covered by Hachimura. Back to Filipowski. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, coach has to be thrilled. You can draw up all the X's and O's you want, but guys have to go out there and execute with enthusiasm.
And right there, you see the decision-making ability of Hachimura. Sets his man up perfectly.
Pass to Williams. Takes a three. It's not going to go for him. Lakers trail by 8. And a wide open look for Hachimura. Offline with his three. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. The kick out to Williams for 3. And it's Laravia with the rebound. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And the three ball is good. Now just a 5-point Utah lead. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Los Angeles with some changes. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Hayes. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jake LaRoche.
Have mercy.
Wow.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. No good on the three. Jazz leading by 7. Here's Filipowski, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Here's Cleveland. I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charani. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks. With players signing rich extensions, highlighted by Devin Booker's 2-year, $145 million max contract, we're quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thanks so much for the report, Shams. Doncic kicks to Kennard. Now Doncic, great positioning inside from Doncic.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Collier. He's got 8, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Markkanen down low. He's defended by Reed. Shot's good by Filipowski.
He was inside his own head in that first quarter. You could see it. Now he's doing a much better job of letting the game go.
And the Lakers with some changes. Andre Ayton's checked in for Maxi Kleber. LeBron comes in for Hachimura. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Austin Reed. Utah also making some changes. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for Filipowski. And Bailey subbed in for Markkanen.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Richard, what do you see in what Luka Doncic sees on the floor?
Well, Kevin, I think he's tracking all 5 defensive players and all 4 of his offensive teammates. He always seems to find a way to get players involved.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Kevin, back to you.
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's Doncic. James against Jackson. LeBron going to work inside.
In the paint, LeBron James is capable of running right over the defender. That is athletic.
George passes to Bailey. Knocked loose. Stolen by Smart. Now here's Kennard. And here is Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
From ultra close range, Doncic.
26 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Collier. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
This quarter has been all his. I suggest they keep the ball in his hands.
Ayton kicks to Smart. Ayton dishes to Doncic. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Here's Doncic. 10 points for him. Reeves gets the bucket.
I know what they say, defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Here's Jackson. No good with the elbow jumper. And so it's Utah with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this.
You look at the Jazz, they're not going to make the playoffs. We knew that. But they did show glimpses of what they could eventually be. Unfortunately, all of that.
And returning our attention to this game, a solid first half for the Utah Jazz.
Talk about...
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They've led by as much as 10. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. James is out there with Marcus Smart. And it's Ayton in at center, locking down the middle. That's the Laker 5. Doncic, no good. Jazz leading by 6. Markkanen finds Kessler. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
Doncic passes to Ayton. LeBron outside. No good from outside.
Not an ideal start to the second half for them. 0 for 3.
Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down.
You're taking a little bit of a risk when you get that fancy, but Jackson, he's got the bounce to pull it off.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Cam.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
And there's the bucket from Markkanen.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Stolen by George. Markkanen passes to Davis. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That one on Smart.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
And a look at the block shot number over the last few seasons for Jaren Jackson.
Unfortunately, his block numbers have been going down the last couple seasons. Offensive players seem to have figured out ways to get around him to limit his impact.
LeBron passes to Ayton. Back to LeBron. Just 5 on the clock. Fades back. Doncic's shot is good. Doncic has got 12 points in the game.
And able to produce under any circumstances, shot clock has no effect on Luka.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it, but hard to bet against the talent of his caliber.
George finds Kessler. That ball, nice speed that time from George. George has got 4 assists in the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Doncic with it. George picks him up. Doncic passes to James. Over Kessler. Outside for Smart. LeBron James on the wing. And another shot. And the rejection by Jackson. And that'll be the Lakers as it goes out of bounds. Lakers retain possession. Hayes is checked in for the Lakers. 4 on the shot clock. Doncic banked in off the glass. Doncic has got 4 points now in the quarter.
The skill of Doncic at 6'7", 230, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
And he converts the layup. 10 points for George.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Doncic dishes to Smart. Back to LeBron. Looking to end his cold spell.
The old man throwing it down. Not much anyone can do about that still.
Jazz leading by 13. Outside, George. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
The first free throw is good.
Name a type of shot. Keontae George can hit it, more than capable of scoring at all 3 levels.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Hachimura is checked in for Smart, and it's Luke Kennard in for Austin Reeves. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Utah. Collier comes in for Bailey. Well, some great passers have come into the league this season. Let's see which rookies are tops in assists. And you look at Collier, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
A number of gifted passers entering the NBA this season, and he's right up there among the very best. I like what I've seen from him as a distributor.
Well, I guess we could give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Here's Collier, guarded by Doncic, and it's Collier missing. Lakers trail by 13. Kennard, the pass to Hachimura. The 3 for Doncic. It's hauled in by George.
That is not a guy you want to allow open looks from range. Lucky for the defense, he just couldn't get it to go.
It's rebounded by Hayes. Kennard kicks to Doncic. To the paint, here's Hayes. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 3rd assist on the night.
Oh, great production on the interior right now. 8 straight from inside.
It's tipped. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Jackson. Doncic dishes to James. And they're pushing it up. Here's Filipowski. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And Los Angeles with some changes. Jake LaRavia is checked in for James. Austin Reeves comes in for Luke Kennard. And James subbed in for Doncic. Down low, here's Hayes. Pass to LaRavia. Back to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. And that one drops. Collier's got 14.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping.
Oh, my goodness, man. Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Gets it off. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Utah Jazz. Their lead, and a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass. Flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Utah looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. They've got Filipowski. Markkanen is out there with Williams. Then it's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 2-guard. It's stolen by Hachimura. Taken away by Williams. To the inside. It's good. Williams has got his first basket. Breaking down some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Utah Jazz.
They've been defending with excellent anticipation all game long. Just look at how many times they've managed to get their hands on the ball.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break. Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And he sinks the second.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Pass to Kennard. Hachimura kicks to Kennard. Reeves the pass to LaRavia. Here's Kennard. Here he goes. And yes, it's good. Sensabaugh has got his first basket of the night.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
LaRavia passes to Hayes. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Kyle Filipowski. That's foul number 2 for him. Doncic is checked in for Austin Reeves. Then for the Jazz, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Kyle Filipowski. And George is subbed in for Williams. George. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Hachimura, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Rui Hachimura picks one up.
I like seeing Markkanen be this assertive offensively. Sometimes the defense doesn't know what to do when he has it.
And the Lakers making a change here. Kleba's checked in, and a switcher also for Utah. Jackson's checked in. Looking to end the run. And the rebound by Nurkic. Jazz leading by 20. Markkanen passes to Jackson. Misses from short range.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Inside, George with the steal. And now here's Markkanen, the fast break chance. The three. The putback and the second chance effort by Jackson.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Lakers. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth. No good on the shot.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, you need to find some sort of momentum.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And with this break in the action, let's take a look at our player of the game.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
It's just too bad they're on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. It would have been nice for him to have a chance to perform like this in the postseason.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Doncic outside. They need this one. Rebound by Nurkic. Jazz have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And it's Collier missing. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. LeBron dishes to Ayton. Outside, Smart. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Collier in for another field goal. A sublime 9 of 14 on the night.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
Doncic passes to LeBron. Rebound by Nurkic. And the Jazz with possession here. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Collier, that's good.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. Filipowski, he's checked in for the Jazz. And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Conchar can't get it to go. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Here's Collier. Trains the three-pointer.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
Oh, nice job finishing that with the hammer. I love seeing Reeves go up aggressively.
Well, for the Jazz, they can just run out the clock. And it's Collier missing.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Doncic kicks to James. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
Jaron, you've shown yourself to be an impact player at both ends.
Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce.